My name is Echo, and I play Audrey in Calling It a Night. It was fairly simple since I'm already a college girl, so I just kind of, put myself in that situation. I'd say just really getting comfortable in front of the camera and navigating a new environment while making it seem natural. Oh, it was great. Salma's my roommate, we're friends, we hung out outside, and I just had good chemistry with everyone, so it was really easy. Thankfully we didn't have many. A lot of it was oh hey, maybe we should do this instead of this, and it all just kind of made sense. Like I said, we had such a good chemistry on set that we didn't really run into any issues. I think just the spontaneousness of it. Originally I was just supposed to do special effects, and then, well, I'm acting. It was a lot of fun. I've always just had fun putting myself into different situations, and I've always had different characters that I would draw growing up, so I always thought it'd be really entertaining to just be able to act out, different roles. When Tim would run into the door and scream, I think I got 15 videos on Snapchat of him just running into the door, screaming, and then you being again! There might have been some things in detail-wise that we missed just because we were focused on the actual bigger picture, and it was just everybody was focused on that bigger picture and not looking for smaller details, I guess. I feel we did a great job with the details, but I feel if we had more people on set, there would have been some things that might have been caught sooner. I'm in special effects school at Douglas Education Center at the Tom Savini program, and what drove me to get into special effects and what ultimately ended up with me being in this position is just that I've always been a creative person. I've always been drawing, making costumes, making fake bruises, just always having fun with it. And I just, I was going down a path where I was going into mortuary school, and I decided that wasn't for me yet, and special effects was a good kind of door opener, and here I am acting when I never thought I'd be able to act in my life. Really just I don't mean the casualness of it in the sense of oh yeah, it's just blah blah blah, but more very down to earth, very real people. And a lot of the time in the film industry, from what I've noticed, is some people can be very yeah, well, I know everything, and this kind of situation is a lot more level-headed, down to earth, we're real people, and that's what I appreciate. Honestly, there's just so many options that it's hard to narrow it down. I'd love to eventually, make masks and work on some smaller movies in the future, but I don't really have aspirations to go off big into Hollywood. Indie. I like indie films. I feel Hollywood there's so many stipulations and you have to follow things to an exact T, and there's always somebody telling you what to do. Whereas in indie films, I feel as an artist, I have more of a say in how I want to approach things. The directors give, here's this, and then you're allowed to tweak some things, and it's more personal, and that's what I appreciate. Oh, 100%. Calling It a Night is now out on greatnesspicturesplus.com, and it is now available on Greatness Pictures YouTube.